So, the other night we were watching The Hunger Games, and there were these awesome rigged explosions rocking the fake worlds of on-screen actors.
Those people who get paid millions to portray a life of brutal warfare and imperial oppression.
And amidst these emotional scenes of rebellion against tyranny and the excessive use of violence, we had to wonder if we were still in the theater, or if this was just real life. We are living in the capital.
Suddenly, images flash in my mind of the coverage of a recent war against ISIS, of the row after row of bodies of bloody children, of the videos of explosions fast-tracking the next generation of terrorists, as well as the justification to call our own Muslim citizens by the same name.
Recently, a student of mine contacted me from an immigration detention facility in Miami where she was being held indefinitely due to some issue with her student visa after visiting her family in Colombia. She was not concerned about her safety, but about turning her final paper in on time.
In The Hunger Games, I watched a group of people charge a dam, a revolutionary act to destroy a facility that they knew they would not survive. I have never had to value anything more than my own life.
Another student for her final project wrote a letter to the president of her home country, the Czech Republic, demanding that he rescind a statement he made in support of China's authoritarian control over a region fighting for its freedom. The video she showed of Tibetan monks setting themselves on fire in protest is now burned into the backs of my eyelids. I can't imagine how it must feel to believe that setting yourself on fire is your only solution.
But then again, I'm a man.
I'm white.
I'm straight.
I'm Christian.
I'm comfortable in the body I was born in.
I've never feared for my life while walking around in a hoodie.
Or downtown on a Friday night.
Is it possible to stand in the middle of a human rights crisis and not know it?
While we watch our biggest fear unfold safely on a movie screen.
We miss the way our actions contribute to their fulfillment every single day.
Oppression comes so easily.
easily.
In the form of bullets aimed at women walking through Tampa streets for simply looking Muslim.
It sneaks into our subconscious as we try to justify why India Clark deserved her own murder simply for being trans.
It blinds our ability to question why our most vulnerable students receive the least amount of aid.
To be clear, we are not calling for a revolution. We are trying to prevent one from happening. As devastating as discrimination has been of late, we don't have to risk death to fight it. Just the possibility that we might be uncomfortable in some conversations with people who don't look like us.
To hear another side of the story. There is hope in our world for a future that is not built on power.
And it lies in every young person we serve. And in the hearts of all those willing to support the development of leaders not informed by bias of the past. Our work changes lives. And who better to stop the wars of tomorrow than those we train and love today?
We have to teach our kids lessons in equality, to counteract their daily lessons in stereotypes, discriminations, prejudice, and targeted violence.
If we truly believe in our nation, we must first believe in its future.
Help us make sure ours is catching fire for inclusion.